If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN. Hey guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. And this is probably going to be the biggest mail day you'll see in a really long time. This was part of a deal. For those of you that follow my channel, you'll recall recently on Fanatics Weekly, number 138, I sold some really important cards. I sold my 1986 Fleer Jordan rookie card PSA 10, and I sold my 1986 Fleer Jordan sticker PSA 10. In addition, I moved 29 other Michael Jordan cards. 26 of those were gem mint copies, and I did really, really well overall. I did almost exactly as expected on the sticker and the base. I did okay. On the other 29 cards, I did really, really well. And so I took that money. Some of that money was set aside to work on a project that I'm working in my backyard that I'll share it on the channel real soon once it's complete, because I think you guys are really going to like it. And it'll just kind of shed some light on just what a weird-ass dude that I am. Not like P. Diddy weird, but like weird, like I'm outside the box, right? Yeah, back to the task at hand. So I had some spending cash, and two incredible, impossible to pass up deals came across my my pathway. You already saw the mail day. Hopefully, if you missed it, go back and check it out. You already missed the mail day, or you already saw the mail day where I picked up the 1998 Precious Metal Gems, which is a foundational piece of my collection. It's probably a top 5 card, top 4, top 3, maybe 4 card in my entire collection. And then this video today, this mail day, I'm really excited about, because you're going to see my first entry into the Michael Jordan memorabilia playing years world, which I know nothing about, but a deal came across my plate. It was an opportunity to pick up not 1, not 2, but 3 Michael Jordan 1990s Upper Deck game jersey gem mint cards. So that's what this mail day is going to be primarily focused on. Let's get the JV stuff out of the way first. Let's start with 7 cards total. So we're going to whip through these. I picked up a second copy of this. I just think they're too cheap. 2017 Topps Chrome Soccer is too important of a set. Messy pop is still relatively low, and I picked this one up for under comps. Defensive bidding, call it whatever you want. I'm just calling it repeated investing. So you can call it whatever the hell you want. But this is his right leg forward refractor, which is the non-SP, the non-variation. This is the typical normal one, and it's just a couple $100, and that's just too cheap. I'm sorry, it just is. Pick that one up. I upgraded from an 8 to a 9. This is the 1998 Skybox Thunder Boss insert from Michael Jordan from 1998 Skybox. And he's got the great Steph Marbury trying to contest. Of course, there is no chance that Steph's going to contest that. But this card's tough because it's black and blue everywhere. I had a PSA 8 copy. I decided obviously to upgrade to a PSA 9 copy. So it's a baby step, but it is a baby step forward, which is how I like to kind of move in the Michael Jordan market. I rarely take steps backwards. Sometimes I take sideways steps, but steps forward are the best. That's a baby step forward from an 8 to a 9. I'll sell the 8 to offset my entry price on the 9. 1996 Fleer Game Breakers, rinse, repeat, same exact story. I had a PSA 8 copy. I saw this PSA 9 come across. This is a card where you really got to hold it in hand. That black looking stripe down the middle is actually clear, and it's translucent. You can see through it, so it almost looks like the card is being torn in half, hence the name Game Breakers. It's almost like you're breaking off, just like Jordan and Pippen have broken off in real life. But this 1996 Game Breakers, there's of course also a Jordan and Rodman Game Breakers, which is a much more valuable card. But I moved from an 8 to a 9 on this 1996 Fleer Game Breakers, which I was very happy about as well. So another baby step forward. This one I'm not sure what I would do, and I would elicit your input in the comments. What should I do with this card? It's got really good subs, 9.5, 998. If I could somehow get this card back at a PSA 9, I would be thrilled. Would I even prefer it in a PSA 8 to a BGS 8.5? There's something about 8.5 that I just don't like it. I don't know why. I can't explain it. You guys know I'm fine with Beckett. I'm fine with BGS slabs. I've got some of the biggest cards in my entire collection are BGS cards. I just don't know if I'd be okay with it. This is the issue right here. You guys can see it. It's not hiding. It's not going anywhere. This is a very tough card to grade, and this edge is part of the reason. It's just indicative of that. This is the 1997 Fleer Zone. It's a Tier 4 hierarchy card. All these cards that I'm showing you are hierarchy cards, obviously, because that's where I'm sort of focusing my collecting right now. But this got some serious edge wear right there. PSA may murder me. They may give me a 6 on that. So I'm probably stuck with this in a BGS 8.5 at the moment. Looking at the back, you know, of course, these high-def images are going to show you a little bit of edge wear. I can't tell if that's a white corner or if that's part of the white on the Bulls jersey. I think that's part of the white on a Bulls jersey. But edges are the issue, some edge wear at the top on there. So, again, I don't know if I sent this in. PSA may hit me with a 7 or a 6, to be quite honest with you. Let me know what you think in the comments. Some of you grading experts. Everybody thinks they're a grading expert. The one thing I know about grading is I know enough to know I don't know shit. And so let me know what you think about it and whether or not that could possibly come back a PSA 8. If you told me, Cajun, if you send it in, it comes back an 8. I would probably convert it to a PSA 8. But if you told me, you know, it was going to come back a 7, I'd say no. If there's no chance of it coming back a 9, there's probably not with that edge wear. So that's where we are on that. All right, and now we're going to get to the big boys, and I'm going to kind of skip forward here because I want to go in chronological order. And here it is. These are going to be the 3 cards that are going to wet your whistle, and this is why this is going to be one of the longest mail days I've ever done, because I had to dive into and do a little bit of educating myself, because as you guys know, I don't collect memorabilia cards. I don't collect autograph cards. Why? Not because I don't think they're amazing, just because I've kind of set certain parameters and criteria to the way I collect to make sure I don't, you know, run dry, run dry financially, and B, you just got to set some type of parameters. Otherwise, you know, you're just going to be buying anything and everything in the world. Even when my parameters are Michael Jordan 90s, you still have to set parameters. Otherwise, it can get really out of control. So this was a huge financial investment. A lot of the money in fact, all of the money for this acquisition. This was a humongous acquisition. It was actually an 8-card acquisition, but these are the 3 centerpieces, right? We're about to see. This is centerpiece number 1. We're about to see centerpiece 2 and 3, and you'll see there's a common theme here. So this is the 97. This is Michael Jordan's first ever game-worn Upper Deck game jersey card, number GJ13. It's a BGS 9.5 Min Gem copy. Just a really iconic card. Again, I don't know anything about it, but now that I own it, I'm like, I love it. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm going to turn my head sideways and read the back, so don't think I'm weird here. I can't turn the card on the Fanatics Collect website. Congratulations, you have received a game-worn jersey basketball card from the Upper Deck Company. On the front of this card is an authentic piece of game-worn being the operative word, jersey from a jersey worn by Michael Jordan in the 1992 NBA All-Star Game. So that's something that I didn't know. Why didn't I know that? Because I never paid attention to memorabilia stuff. I think that's awesome. So this came from a 92 All-Star Game, but it's in a 1997 Upper Deck card. Cool stuff right there. We hope you enjoy this piece of history by Upper Deck. We get you as close as you can get. So that is the first card. Let's look at some of the details, okay? So here's the card right there. It's a Pop 4, okay? So there's not many of those out there. This is the all-time history of this card. It has sold 6 times in a BGS 9.5 copy ever. Okay, ever on a public setting. So we're talking about rare, and that's, you know, what really appealed to me about these cards. These are not hierarchy cards. Why? Not because they're not good enough, not because they wouldn't be tier 1 or tier 2 hierarchy cards. That's not, you know, it's not because I don't think they're relevant or worthy of being in the hierarchy. It's because the hierarchy had to have limits as well, because I can't fit all of the cards that Michael Jordan has on a poster. I can't put his Wizards cards. I can't put his Exquisites, his SP Authentic Autos, his, you know, his Ultimate Collection stuff. I can't put his game jersey stuff on there, and I just couldn't. So that's why you're not going to find this card in the Michael Jordan hierarchy project that we worked on. But let's look a little bit further at the Pop. This thing's been graded. This is probably the least rare of the ones we're about to look at. This has been graded, it looks like, between PSA and BGS 188 times. Did I do that math right? Yeah, 188. Check out the number of gems. 4 PSA 10s, 4 BGS 9.5s. Card Ladder's got an estimated value of about $52,000 on there. Here's why that is a difficult endeavor, because the card has not sold since July of 2023. So we're over a year now that the card hasn't sold. The time it sold before that was in January of 2023. So really long time since this card has sold. PSA 10 copy last sold in 2018. It is also a Pop 4, and that one sold for $12,000. So we don't have a ton of data to work with, so you can see how difficult it was for me to put a reasonable, relevant, dependable, predictable price tag on it. Card Ladder says the 10's worth 90. Card Ladder says that the BGS 9.5 copy that I just received in this mail day is worth 52. I have no idea. I certainly welcome your input in the comments below. Jordan cards seem to be doing really well lately. Obviously, PSA 10s are doing better than BGS 9.5s, but this is my delicious, cushy grade that I like to collect. To learn a little bit more about this, these were 1 in 2,500 Series 1 pack odds. 1 in 2,500. So what I'm going to do is 2,500 times 20 would be 5,000. I think it's 5,500. Wait, 1 in 2,500 Series 1. Did I do that wrong? Is this 1 in 50,000 pack odds? I don't know. Somebody do the math. It's 1 in 2,500 Series 1 packs. And there are, that's 55,000. So did I do that right? Is that 1 in 55,000 pack odds to pull this card? I don't know if that's correct or not. Somebody double check me. I probably could have gone to the MJ pack odds sites that are out there and sort of check that. Maybe I have that. No, I don't have that pulled up. Anyway, crazy odds right there. Here's the Beckett number. This card has been graded, like they said, 115 times. 4 of them are 9.5. So quick math tells you that's a little bit, it's about 3-4% gem rate. So the average grade for these cards is the 8.5. 9s are really tough. BGS 9.5s are just, there's 4 of them. What can I say? Which is why it costs so much money. So moving on. All right, card number 2. Let's go back to it. That's card number 1, the 1997. Let's look at card number 2. It's going to be the 1998, right? So we had the 1997 in a BGS 9.5. Let's go ahead and get the 98 in a BGS 9.5 in the same deal. So centerpiece card number 2 of this mail day. The 98, I think, is the best looking one. I think the aesthetics of the 98 are better than the 97, and maybe we'll be looking at a 99 in a second. We'll check it out, and you guys can decide for yourselves. Reading the back of the card, you've received a game-worn jersey basketball card from Upper Deck Company. On the front of this card is an authentic piece of game-worn jersey by Michael Jordan in an official NBA game in 1992. So we're back to 1992, not an all-star game, just a game. We hope you enjoy this piece of NBA history as well, as Upper Deck gets you as close as you can get. Richard McWilliam, Chairman and CEO. This one is a mixed gem. A lot of people, when I posted this on Instagram, said, hey, you need to try to cross that over. Maybe, maybe not. I am very, very OCD, and I don't think I would have made this deal if the cards had been 9.5, 9, 8.5. But when they were all 9.5, and it was the 97, 98, and soon to be, you'll see in a second, spoiler alert, the 99, all in BGS 9.5 gold slabs, it just spoke to me, and I got the deal done. And so I don't know if I want one of them in a PSA 10. Yes, I know the value would go up, but I don't know. Maybe that's something that I'll run up the flagpole in a future at a future date. But looking at this BGS 9.5, so there's the card. Obviously, mine is a red patch right there, and of course you can see the card also has white patches because it's from a Bulls uniform. This is a pop. You'll see it's even more rare. So 179 times this one's been graded by PSA and BGS. So a little bit fewer times than the 1997, and this is a pop 11, so a little bit higher pop, and there are 7 PSA 10. So there's 18 gems of this, unlike 8 gems of the 1997, but the gem rates are still right at the single digits, 10%, so pretty close to the single digits. Look at the last time one of these sold. Unless I'm missing one, the last time a BGS 9.5 copy of this card sold was in 2022. It sold for $10,000. Card Ladder thinks today it's worth $12,000. I have no idea. It was very hard to put a price tag on these cards. So far Card Ladder says that's 50 grand and 10 grand. So 50 grand and 12 grand. So what are we at? 62 grand. I honest to God, I do not have any idea. I just knew I needed the card. I knew I needed to have it, and the price seemed right to me. And we're not going to really talk about price. Okay, so this is where it starts to get really weird. And the people that are acting like they understand pack odds, I know normally pack odds are very simple, but this is an example where they start to get a little bit complex. And then some of the Jordan inserts and parallels from the 90s, it gets very, very, very complex because there's different series. And then there's, even within the series, there's different odds for different levels of the, insert. Okay, so Jordan in this one is, what do we say? Jordan is number GJ20. So Jordan is number GJ20. If you look over here where I've got this highlighted, let's see what it says when it says more. Okay, it says GJ 1 through 10 and 21 through 30 inserted 1 in 2500 Series 1 hobby and retail packs. That's not us. That's not Jordan, because Jordan's GJ 20. So here's Jordan right here. Inserted 1 in 288 hobby packs. So 20 cards, 288 hobby packs. So that is like 5,960, 5,860, 760. I don't know, something like that. Somebody do some real quick math there for me. That's what it sounds like to me. But that's what the pack odds look like for that card. Again, there is the sales history of the card. The last time, what did I just do right there? That's 1998. This is 1998. What am I doing wrong? Why did I pull up stuff here that I didn't pull up here? Because that's a PSA 10. Okay, so 33 results. When you take out, if you just wanted to look at like, the pop report, there's your pop report. That's why I pulled it up, because I wanted to pull up a PSA 10 as well. Last PSA 10 sold for $25,000 last month. So that should give us some idea what the BGS 9.5 is worth. Again, this is a pretty clean copy. It's a good looking copy. The corners and edges look great. Obviously surface, you can only do so much with a 2D image. But I will say this, the card is a 9, 10, 10, 9.5. So I would say that's a little better than your average BGS 9.5. I like this one. Maybe the most. But the last card on our mail day is going to be the 1999, which is the rarest of the three that we looked at. And the reason is, this is not just a game jersey card. This is where I'm sort of out of my league here, but I'm going to try to make sure I get this right. This is not just a game jersey card. There is also a parallel to the game jersey called the game jersey patch card. So 3 colors with the seams in here and 3 different breaks. If you squint hard enough, you can see the red down there. So black, white, red. This is a BGS 9.5 Min Gem copy. On the back, it's GJP 10. So the game jersey would be GJ 10. The game jersey patch, which is much more rare, which we're about to look at, is GJP 10. Congratulations, you received a game jersey on the front of this card. Authentic piece of a patch taken from a game-used jersey by Michael Jordan in an NBA game. No reference to 1992, 1996, 7, 8, 9, whatever. But a game-worn, game-used jersey by Michael Jordan in an actual NBA game. We just don't know when. The same dude, Dick McWilliam, down there signing as the CEO. Thank you, Dick, for authenticating this card. I like this card. This is really good looking. The design on all 3 of these cards is absolutely preposterous. Let's check it out on TCDB. This is where it gets a little bit bananas to me, and this is where I may get this wrong, okay? So it says, these were inserted 1 in 7,500 packs. These are the game jersey patch cards, not the game jersey card, the game jersey patch cards. 1 in 7,500. If you multiply 7,500 times 30, which is how many cards are in the set, that would give you a 1 in 225,000 pack odds for the Michael Jordan. Did I do that math right? I did it on my phone. I hope I didn't do something stupid. That doesn't sound right to me, but that's the number that spits out 1 in 225,000 packs. Now, Upper Deck packs were not expensive. 99 Upper Deck packs were relatively cheap, and I know they printed like crazy. We talk about this all the time. 98, but specifically 99, they printed cards like crazy because they were trying to catch the Jordan wave on the way out. But I plugged in the cert number for this card into Beckett, and this is what I see. It's only been graded 6 times ever by Beckett. There are 3 BGS 9.5s. None of them have been graded above this card. So none of them have better subgrades than this 9.5. So this is best in class as far as 9.5 goes. 6 have ever been graded in almost 30 years. That makes me think that maybe I got it right on the pack odds. I don't know. How about this? Let's go to PSA. How many PSA GJP, what did we say Jordan was? GJP 10, right? Yeah, GJP 10 Jordan. Oh, guess what? It's been graded twice. That's 8 times combined by Beckett and PSA since the dawn of time. And there are no PSA 10s. So BGS is the next best. And I think I just got the best BGS 9.5 copy. Unless somebody knows something different, just let me know. Again, this is all new to me. I am not a memorabilia expert. I'm trying to navigate the pop reports for Beckett and PSA. This gets me excited because the pack odds seem preposterous, and I think it's the best one in existence, if I'm not mistaken, because there's no PSA 10s, and the BGS 9.5s, there are none graded higher. So it's at least tied. It's at least tied for first with two other copies as the best copy in existence. And again, there's the card, there's the triple patch. It's really awesome. And of course, one of the patches may be some ornate, illustrious, it could have Benny the Bull's nostril on it for all I know. I don't know, because I don't know much about these cards. But when I saw the opportunity to pick up not just one and not just two, the OG, but also this third one as well, 97, 98, 99, all BGS 9.5, all game worn Michael Jordan jersey cards, I figured, hell man, what better way to set foot into the Michael Jordan game-used world than to pick up those three? Those three seem to me to be very, very important. Let me know what I'm missing. Let me know what I don't know. Anybody who watches this video who doesn't want to completely embarrass me for my lack of knowledge about these game-worn jersey cards, you're certainly welcome to message me on Instagram. If there's something I got wrong, please, I want to know, because I'm trying to learn more about them. Now, I don't think this is going to open the floodgates where, Cajun Cardboard is going to go buy the hell out of all the MJ Exquisites. I don't think that's going to happen. In fact, I know it's not, because I've got too much damage to do in the hierarchy. I've got too many holes to fill in my hierarchy boat, right? I'm plugging a hole here or there, I left a big hole when I sold that 1986 Fleer PSA 10 Jordan, but I replaced it with these three, and then I replaced it with 5 other really important, very low pop BGS 9.5 hierarchy inserts that you're going to see in the next video. So if you thought this mail day video was good, you'll like the next video as well. Let me know what you think. I got out of the 86 Fleer PSA 10 sticker and base. I'm building a soccer field at my house. I'll just tell you, I've actually already built the field. I'm building the walls and the nets and the goals around it. It's going to be cool. I'm going to send y'all pictures. You guys are going to love it. It's going to confirm just how out of the box I am. Yes, I don't think like most normal human beings. I talk faster. I think faster. Sometimes I think dumber. But I thought, you know what? I got 7 kids. I'm going to have, God willing, 20 grandkids one day, 30 grandkids one day. I want to make sure that whatever the kids call me, Grandpa Cajun, I want to make sure that those grandkids this is the place they want to go, right? To run around on this, field turf field with the walls and the nets and kick the soccer ball around. Who knows? Maybe I'll even start a little soccer academy of my own down here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, since Baton Rouge is such a hotbed for soccer talent. Anyway, I've got grand plans of maybe my daughter even starting a lesson business and a soccer training business on this soccer field. So that's where some of the money went from the big sale. But you can see where the rest of it went. It went into that 98 PMG. It went into these 3 BGS 9.5 game-worn jersey Jordan cards from the 90s. And then it also went into 5 more inserts that you guys are about to see in an upcoming mail day video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this mail day. I'm sorry this is a long one, but I had a lot to say and a lot to learn about this. And I still don't know everything about these 3 cards. If you guys know something I don't, let me know. If I misspoke, I apologize. I'm doing my best and just trying to share it as transparently and lucidly and honestly as possible. Thank you guys as always for watching. Again, if you like the way the cards appear, if you like the way I share cards in the Fanatics Vault, look into it. Check it out. If you want to send some cards up there, if you want to send 10, just send 10 cards up there you don't care about. Just maneuver them, move them in, sell them, put them in buy it now, put them in the weekly auction. Use the promo code Cajun, C-A-J-U-N, all capital letters when you do your submission. I've got a video on my channel how you can submit your cards to Fanatics Collect to vault them, to sell them on the Premier, to sell them on the weekly, to just list them, buy it now. What's the harm in listing some cards for sale? Buy it now if they're cards you're not totally in love with and you're willing to sell them at or over comps. Go ahead and list it on the Fanatics Collect Buy It Now marketplace. Maybe it sells, maybe it doesn't. No harm done. If your card's worth more than $50, it's free vaulting for life. So just ship it. Use the promo code Cajun and check out the images and check out the way that you can kind of manage your collection and your investments, depending on your perspective of the hobby, and see if you like it. If you don't like it, guess what? You can click a button and send all 10 of those cards right back to you. I've got 1,545 cards in my Fanatics Vault. It used to be over 2,500. So I've actually done some consolidating. And as you see, I share it with you, usually the cards that I sell as well. I've sold a lot of cards on the Fanatics Collect auction place as well, always using the promo code Cajun, of course. So anyway, something to consider. If you guys want to know more about that, you can certainly message me or you can comment below. Get in touch with me on Instagram. I'm easy to find, Cajun_cardboard on Instagram. I ain't going anywhere. I'm not exactly hiding in the shadows. I'm out in front and center and really enjoying making this fine, consistent content for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. And peace.